within about a week, got a chance to talk to Mandy Armstrong, the coach and Coastal North prior to the game. He said these ladies are tired, but they're ready to battle against Coastal South. Let's take a look at the lineups. And they're the ladies that will be on the floor for South: Arnold, Howell, Coleman, House, and Mays. And for North, it is Wilkie, Slaughter, Goodman, Paul, and Keith. Game just underway and already in the fraction. And we tell you who's at strike, but I don't know at the moment who's at strike. The weight of the ponytail swished to one side or the other. And it is Brittany Howell at strike. And this is a couple. Early bullet dodged by Coastal North. Down to the other end of the door. Payne top the window for a pair of points for Goodman. And the opening points in this one scored by North. An opportunity today to talk with Daniel Hand, AD at Coastal Alabama. Taken in the blue ball. Denver Arnold. One bucket in the front for three, the other for two. Sending the game things off the window and pop in for North. And this whistle and is in foul. Active shooting. So Murph will go to the line, averaging 3 points a game. She started every contest this time. In fact, starting lineup for North has pretty much been set. 4 of the 5 starters today have started every game. Exception, Rashad Key getting her second start of the year. But Murph, Slaughter, Goodman, and Paul all getting start number 1. Apparently what I thought was a 3 has been changed to a 2. So we're dead even at 2. Bump shot from Arnold for Coastal South. Long range been plus up. Free throws strike by Murphy. 4-2 game. Now we're playing tied up. Shots are good. Right popped in by Murph. She was fouled too and will have a chance for 3. And scoring 3 points more. She's got that already. Throws the lead to 6. Trying to cap off the 3. 4 belongs to Mays. Perimeter 2. Burgess now in the line. Got the steal. Off the rip. Help. Free throw line was home, and then blocking in the long ball was hard. And South trying to avenge a loss to North just about 5 days ago. 1-point lead. Howell with a miss. At any given moment to the Coyotes, the question is which set of Coyotes at this point case will belong to the South set. Shot a key coming off the floor. Into the lineup with Ashanti Thomas. Board grab by Thomas. Stepped on the floor immediately. Her presence felt. Running goes to Hall. Down low again. Thomas turned around. Now big follow-up here as he quick block tackle to the north. Thanks so much, by the way, to folks that take care of business here in York. We've got 4 games played at Monroeville, and all 4 have featured a different guy. Like Jason was here Friday, Jarrett was here Saturday, Dallas was here Monday, and I made the trip on Wednesday. Come on, guys, hog all the good basketball. Long range 3, more clock. McKylan Holmes, who is now in. Mertz got it going the other way. Here's over the top. Springs it in the paint. There's a range that he's in the foul. Returns from Yankee. Brought in from the baseline. By Coastal North in an 8-7 game. Not quite that way through the opening stanza. Hall sending it out front. Important to do it with Goodman. Hall able to get it back. Into the corner of Hall. Back out front. There's Goodman with it. Shot clock winding down. Leans in. North expanding the lead to 3. By Holmes. Give that little fake right. Then move left and put it on the floor first. So the round ball belonging to Coastal North. Coyotes from Monroeville. Got fun within his limits, already proven her abilities behind the arc. Right side to watch, drives into the paint. She'll pull it off the glass. And we'll come to timeout. Cedric Yelding wanting to talk to the troops. Coastal North taking a 15-7 lead, a little better than halfway through the corner.
It's early here at Coastal Alabama, but I'm gonna head over to the student union and maybe meet some friends, and then I'll head to class. I finally made it to class. See you later, Coastal fam.
Good looking Coach Mandy Armstrong, who is also the police chief here in Monroeville. Likes this team. And why not have a 3-1 mark? And in the opening corner, this one kind of in front by 8. Perimeter shot. Counted for Mays. Chargers Watts. Crystal South getting the finish bucket coming out of a timeout. Now getting the turnover and a chance to get 4 or 5 before we go to the north end of the floor. Lean in off the glass for Howell. Sophomore back from a year ago. Nearly taken away, but able to get another release. Firing into the paint, trying to get it to Thomas, read perfectly by Howell. Give and go, and 2 more on the board. 6 straight scored by South. All of a sudden, a 9-point game is 2, and now it is tied at 15. So Coastal South, obviously in the timeout, made the appropriate adjustments. They go on an 8-0 run and tie it up at 15.
About to start my day, but first, coffee. Here with my Coastal crew. Woo! And that's how I end my day at Coastal Alabama Community College.
So it was South called the timeout. They go on an 8-0 run. Now it is North who's called the timeout. And they've got the basketball and see if they can match. We'll be back in the Roval where we got 2 games on tap tonight. Ladies play first against Coastal South, and we will play Southwest Mississippi in the contest that follows. Both of them JockJive, not just on our website, on YouTube too. Not enough at 15. Foul. The North Coyotes at the strike shooting. Lennox averaging 4 a game. He's firing on the first. He scores particularly good. He's been averaging better than 15 in the contact. And just barely nibbled the rim, and Lennox was not happy. Almost opportunity to strike to tie, or rather to break the tie and take the lead. High off the glass, that would be 10 by Howell. It is no good. Goodman's got it, going to the other end of the floor. Watts throwing it away. It is stolen by Burgess. Off the glass, South takes the lead. Down by 8, they've gone on a 10-0 run. Taking a 2-point lead, it is thrown away. That is Goodman. Coming back with the ball game, Lennox will check out for Coastal North. Division I, Division II teams in the ACCC. Of course, this year things have changed. It's not that the ACCC has never had Division II teams before. I don't know if they can split though, like this year. The last time there was a Division II in the ACCC, everybody was 2. Nobody was 1. But this year's edition of the ACCC basically features about a 50-50 split. Half the conference Division I, half the conference Division II. And so too with Coastal Alabama. After Athletics, 1. After Athletics, 2. Missed by Slaughter. Slaughter's right up on the floor. Pass at the fingertips of Coastal South. In possession. In a bucket ball game. 2:21 to play in the first. Daniel Hand, the AD, at Coastal's our halftime guest. It's back in play to Murphy. And there is a to walk by Goodman. It must be the most common call in basketball. Fake one way, move the other, but ball out on the floor first. Over goes to Arnold. Off the rim with a three try and is rebounded by Thomas. Brings it to the glass. Goodman to the net. Thomas for the board. The best rebounding team in the ACCC is Coastal Bowling. Nearly 60. You heard right, nearly 60 boards a game. Pass no good by Slaughter, but there is a foul. So Slaughter will go to the line and shoot. Stuck for a while at 17-15. Another opportunity to strike the Coastal North to snap this 10-0 Coastal South run. South moves into North and defeating Enterprise State. Coming in with a 1-1 mark. Coastal North wins over Coastal South, Albany Tech and Talladega's JV. Only lost by 1 to Southern Union. One-point ball game, and that will go out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Tanya Johnson. Looked like Johnson thought it might have been tipped away. I think that is what she was pleading to the official. The official said no. Well, they'll get it right back. Watts can't catch up with the inbound. A lot of basketball this week as we make our transition from football to basketball. Do still have 8 touch. Well, we've got Bayside Academy football coming up on Friday. Might have some SIAC. Gotta look at my Google Calendar. We've got soccer, volleyball, Adult South Conference, and the South Atlantic Conference. Basketball, obviously. And basketball in South Carolina Tech this weekend. Murph bringing it out of the corner. Extended first stanza. I say that. I look at the clock. We're 18 minutes in. That's real time. We are 9 minutes in basketball time. About 2 for 1. It's pretty much the norm. Just feels like a little longer stanza. Slaughter back at the line. And so tie it up at 17 with a chance to give North a lead. With 56 seconds remaining in the quarter. It's them both. Back into the hands of the Coyotes out of the North Country. Packing it out as House. Drives high out the window, and out there Thomas with another board. Didn't start the game, but she's got some quality playing time since coming in, including maybe not domination, but darn close on the board. North playing for the last shot of the stanza. Goodman drives. Weaves through traffic, and the shot no good. There was a person. Goodman averaging 15 a game, heads to the strike with an opportunity to make it a little bigger cushion. It's been as much as 8. It is 1 now. Goodman a 68% free throw shooter. Almost 16 points a night. makes it a 3-point lead. Time runs out without a shot made. And we have played a quarter. And after a quarter of basketball, the advantage by 3 belongs to the home team.
What's up, y'all? Here at Coastal, Alabama. I'm about to go and get this leg day started. Let's get it. We're here again after today. You're... Oh! Hey, let's go, baby. Let's ride. Yes, sir.
One stanza in, Coastal North with a 2017 lead. There was a 15-7 advantage. It belonged to North, but then South came out of a timeout and ripped off 10 unanswered points. Tied it up at 15, then took a brief lead. North Carolina back. And take the 3-point lead in the second quarter. Fair to Trinity Plain. Southwest Mississippi team. Gymnasium. They'll be playing at 7 o'clock tonight against the men of Coastal North. I mentioned basketball this weekend. Jets Veterans Day Classic. 4 games total, and then there's a ladies game on Saturday too. So the weekend typically featuring 5 games in Americas. Great. He's in the court. He says, let me step behind this arc and misfires on the 3. Tipped by Monday. That's Ashante Monday who's here. Long 2-point. Bird just a freshman. And it's a 1-point game. Murph goes into the corner, open for the 3, try and spray, off the rim. And there is 1 extra step from Monday. So North with the basketball. Did a basketball game. Let's see, what is today? These are track and time. I think it was Walnut South Georgia, Tallahassee, College playing basketball. Look at the starting lineup. The Eagles are going to walk before the shot from Key. And St. Jones just running down. When the game got started, St. Jones played here last year in the World Cup. Spin over the glass by Mays. Rebound is wrapped up by Keith. It's a halftime. Daniel had our guest. A lot of changes in the Coastal Athletics. Some of them specific to Coastal, some obviously conference related. Starts at the end. Inside 8 to play. Half number 1. Murph's got it, brings it right side, drives into the paint, little high as well and goes to the stripe with an opportunity for three. And Princeton Ellison on the floor for Coastal North. 3-point play for Murphy. Then over to Burgess, back out the play. Holmes tipped away briefly. Holmes able to get it back. Burgess from the elbow, fades, fires it short. And down with the rebound is Johnson. Over goes Monday, top of the key, three-pointer. And back to it in one is South. Stolen away. Puts it off the window. South has got the lead back. Trying to get across midcourt of the line of 10, and the Coyotes from Coastal North won't. Side. Back in the ball game for Coastal South. Play, let's see what. It might be clock related. It's a shot of game clock. Apparently it is shot clock related. So we'll do it all over again. Coming in play from the near sideline. Tie up, possession arrow keeps it on this end of the floor. Nelson and Tajay Young briefly. Back out. Back here. Hall. And you've got Keith. 24-23 contest, 6:21 and number one. Here comes Jaleesa Huff into the game for Coastal Alabama South. Young Storm in charge of the North Coyotes and Cedric Gelman for Coastal South. Knocked down by Murphy. A three-play no good for Huff. Allen put down, Goodman bringing it down. Personal committed by Monday.
Let's go, Tim!
There's Monday off the court, checking back in the ball game is Makia House. House got a lot of playing time for South as a freshman. Lennox, three ball, no good. House with a board. And in paint, stolen away by Murphy. Moves it down to Goodman. Back in the corner, Murphy bringing it baseline. Feeds underneath. Fucking good for Hall. Lead playing by the Coyotes from Coastal North as South calls a timeout.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. Discover welding at Coastal Alabama Community College. So what are you waiting for?
Battle for the loose ball and fumbling Coyotes to bring it to the other end of Forrest Lennox. As at the top of the key, fires over to Murph. And he's down low to Hall. Separation between she and Paps. Shot missed. Murph's got it. Feeds it out front to Goodman. Back out to Lennox. Thought about the three. Nothing there. Fires behind Goodman. And the loose ball retrieved as he lay in by Penetrant. That's what tip it out of bounds on the inbounds to Murph. Into the game, Slaughter again, Thomas again for Coastal North. In a one-point ball game. This is kind of what you anticipate when these two sets of Coyotes tangle. And so adequately described as a family feud. Brought in from the far sidelines by Goodman. Twin billing tonight, Southwest Mississippi, Coastal Alabama. Men's basketball coming up. Murph is firing from the stripe. Loose ball. Thomas able to come down with the board. Gets in the corner, fires out front. Nice save by Murph back over the Lennox. And it's Goodman off the rim for three. The board belongs to Betts. Three-point house try. Thomas with a rebound. Situation. Fires a laser. John Elway pass to Goodman, but I can't remember who Elway's receivers were. That's what House looked like. Caught the laser. Now Slaughter slowly getting up. Slaughter was a mainstay for his team, and here we go. And back this shoot. A little rattled, but apparently okay. This right. He's ready to shoot free throws. .9:39 to play. Half number one. Slaughter, a 50-50 free throw shooter, averaging about 7 points a game. No 50-50 with that trade. 2-2. Stepping behind the arc. She knew it was off the lead with Coleman. As soon as she shot it, he was running towards the glass. On the other end of the floor. Three-pointer missed by Holmes. The board grabbed by Betts. It won't drop. Got it back. Third time not for Torn. Thomas grabbing the air ball. Save it from going out of bounds. Lennox head that way anyway, despite her efforts. South gets it back. Over goes to Holmes, sends it out front. Burgess. Driving in Arnold, coming down low. Turn around. Good for Betts. Back over to Lennox. The bucket separating the two. Lennox with a drive. Follow-up. Slaughter in the basement. Lennox has got it again. And keep it on the same field. Now front it goes to Goodman. What about the three? Brings it in a lot closer. Increases the odds. Misses the shot. It's a long two. Too long. A couple of Golden Coyotes battling, and it winds up in the hands of Coastal South. Burgess rolls it around the cylinder, and we are now at 30. That is stolen away by Burgess, and Burgess giving Coastal South the lead. 32-30 advantage, minute 17. Left in half number one. Slaughter a little too much. Lennox. Coastal South will have it with 68 seconds remaining in the half. Thomas and Murph out. Key comes in. So too does Superior Ross. Minor put it in, and yet that's who they call the infractional. And shooting foul, and it'll be brought in from the baseline. Rolls out to Holmes, brings it into the paint, off the iron. Tip back over to Betts, into the paint, rolls and has it for two. Go out of bounds. That's got Sheree Coleman. Coastal North with the basketball. "27 seconds left in the half, 19 on the shot clock. Coyotes South with the lead, Coyotes North with the basketball. And now the officials start. I'm not sure what that's about. Nothing's changed on either of the clocks. Check that pass. We bumped the shot clock from 19 to 21. So there is a little difference. "27 seconds left to play. Half number one. Into the paint it goes. Slaughter. Right by Watts, got it back, tries again, no good. It is a 2-point game. That's not point kill. That is how we will end half number one. So it is halftime here in Monroe in a 34-32 contest. Well, as I mentioned, a conversation of the half with Athletic Director Daniel Head. That's Moments Away. It is halftime. At least we are airing this at halftime, but we are also airing this on YouTube, and it's not halftime there. So I guess we'll just say it's a conversation with the AD and all the Coastals, Daniel Head. How you doing, Daniel?
Oh, I'm doing great, Robert. Thanks for having me on today.
Hey, it is a delight, man. You have got to have a really busy schedule, and I think today's probably indicative. I mean, you've been at all the campuses that play sports, and well, you've been to two of the three, and the third is coming up. But you've also got a lot of construction work going on at Coastal. So how are you balancing all these different tasks?
Oh, it's just another day in paradise. We've got to balance everything because we have a great staff of coaches that run their programs at a high level, and so they make my job a lot easier. I just am kind of go and try to facilitate things for them and provide opportunities for them to do the jobs that they were hired to do. So, we've got a lot of things happening. We've had a lot of things going on. College wide over the last year or so with some changes, and we're excited about the new look and some of the new facility things we have going, and it's a great time to be a Coastal Alabama Coyote.
There are so many changes going on. I'm delving into my brain as to which one to hop on first. Let's start with the Coyotes. Okay, so there used to be Sun Chiefs, there used to be Warhawks, there used to be Eagles, now all Coyotes. How has that transition to a new mascot been?
Oh, it's been incredible. The campuses, the communities, the student athletes, the coaches, everybody's bought in, and they see. I think they've finally. Obviously, with change, there's always going to be some apprehension and there will be some resistance. But, we had a good team that worked together to implement the change and with a partnership with Rare Design and with our PR marketing department. It was just they made things as easy as possible, and they've done a lot of when people start seeing the new look and the new logo, and I mean we've already won some state and national awards with the new logos. It's just been a great, exciting opportunity, and the kids are really embracing it, and we're just excited about the future.
I like the new look. I like the new logo. The question I've got to have answered is let's go back in time, because I'm assuming that when you go through this process of determining what is going to be that final one name that represents all campuses, that there's a discussion of a variety of names. So how were the Coyotes the final one decided upon?
Well, like I said before, Rare Design was they're a company that's what they do. They do branding and logo designs, and what's unique about their company is they kind of like to tell a story and they want to learn about the organization. So this was a long, thorough process where they came in and they interviewed community members, alumni, students, faculty, staff. I mean, everybody that's been involved that would have an impact with the college, and they kind of wanted to understand what were some of the trends and what were some of the familiarities and what with all of our athletics and the communities and some of the characteristics, because obviously when you design a brand, you want it to represent some of the characteristics that you feel your organization has. And so through that, they determined some of the consistent things were loyalty and familial, but also intense and things like that. So they gave us a lot of direction to tell that story. And when we did release the rollout of announcing the name and all that, we had a video that kind of explained that process and explained why. And I know you aired that, so you've seen it, but yeah, that is a lot of where that comes from. And then we kind of had a few different options that we were talking about, and there were some rumors about different things, but we settled on the Coyote, and it also is a very prominent member of the community here. I mean, you can ride down the road at night, or you go, a lot of people hunt, live around rural areas and heck, populous areas these days where, you can find coyotes roaming around, and their characteristics. And then once we've decided what we want to go with, their design team just did a phenomenal job on the look, and we couldn't be more pleased.
Obviously, we're limited at halftime because I think we probably can go through a couple of halves on the information about things going on in Coastal. So let me hop over to construction. A lot of renovation going on, and specifically having an impact on play in the gymnasium is the work there at Coastal South. So when do you think that gymnasium will be available?
Right now, we are planning on there's some games on the schedule in early December. I think it's December 3rd, 4th, something like that. We will be in the gym for those games. I actually just spoke with the project manager today. She's in Bruton. She's with another facility issue, or not issue, but another facility improvement in Bruton that we've been doing with the HVAC unit here. And she assured me that everything was on track for, basically when we get back from Thanksgiving break, to be able to at least, for most of the building to be accessible, but for all the, for practicing and games and all that. I mean, I went in yesterday, the bleachers are in, the floor's down, it looks great. And so it's really proud of all the work and all the commitment. And, there's been a year of, a lot of people having to adjust and work around it. And that's a little frustrating, but you'll take a little bit of a frustration for a year to have long-term, a nice long-term solution.
For those of us who have not had the opportunity yet to go in and take a look around, what are the differences? I mean, do you still have at South that band stage on one end and the crow's nest about mid part of the floor? Is that still part of the makeup?
I don't think so. No, I think I think the crow's nest probably still there. The band stage is gone. It's just the bleachers, we've got the gold chair backs. They look really good in there with the black frame. It's the floor. We got a couple of neat surprises there on the floor that we don't want to reveal right now, but it's a really cool look there. It's just real clean and new goals assemblies, motors on the things that lift the goals up. I mean, and the bleachers were pushed in yesterday, so I didn't see them pulled out. Like I said, they just installed them last week. So that was my first opportunity to go in and look. So I got to kind of get a sort of a preview, but not a full functioning preview yet.
All right, let's hop outside of Coastal and into the conference where there's now two divisions, 1 and 2. You've got a Coastal that's a 1, you got a Coastal that's a 2. How has that been thus far? I know it's very early, and as a matter of fact, really some of the teams just now beginning division play, but how has that been?
Well, right. We just finished up our fall seasons, our volleyball, which volleyball in the state of Alabama right now is all Division II. So both of our teams play in the Division II conference. Our Coastal North team in Bruton, they finished third in the conference and went to the postseason and had a great year. And finished strong there. Our men's and women's cross country teams in Bruton. Our men's team is actually competing at first year program. We finished 4th in the conference in the regular season tournament, and we qualified for nationals. So first year we're headed up this weekend. Coach Nims and her crew, they've just done an outstanding job of just taking on the new program and going out and working hard, and they're going to be competing in the national cross country meet this weekend in Huntsville. So that's another just unheard of accomplishment for a first team year program. So we're excited about that. Now we're rolling into basketball season, which that's where the D1, D2 really starts to affect. We have our Monroeville Coastal North teams are Division II. Our Bay Minette teams are Division I. So they'll play in different conferences. They actually play each other in non-conference also, and they've already played once in the non-conference. And actually, the women play tonight. Again in Monroeville. So we're getting those non-conference games out of the way, and then they'll start conference play in a few weeks. And the cool thing with all those sports is we have an opportunity to be conference champions and at both places. Mm-hmm. There's no interconference competition. We could go win national championships, and at both, we'd have a Coastal South and Coastal North national champion. I mean, so that's one of the things that with the realignment, you want to allocate your resources to be smart and fiscally responsible. And so, we had 3 teams all playing in the same conference and only one could be a champion. And that's kind of frustrating a little bit if you're allocating your resources off with only one opportunity. Where this time we have two different teams that can have a clear direct path and not cross each other to be, conference champions, state champions, national champions, however that works. And that, I think that helps, show more viability and why we have multiple teams and multiple programs on different campuses.
Okay, now I got to ask, you got two Division II volleyball teams, though, South and North. So what was the thinking behind that?
Well, that's just that's the conference mandate. All of our teams are Division II, so that was kind of an exception to everything else. But all of the individual sports are the same, like your golf and tennis. But those are more of your individualized sports. The only major team sport like volleyball is the only one where we have the same, and that's just due to there's not an option for the conference. With international play being a Division I. In Alabama, you can't have international scholarship students. And so we're at a competitive disadvantage in volleyball because most of your highly competitive teams in volleyball are going to have basically probably 75% international players, and it's just a totally different game. And so, our conference has never been really competitive at the national level of Division I. So that we all moved to Division II, so we'd have an opportunity. Wallace Hansville won the conference championship, and they've got a legitimate shot to go win the national championship now. And, they've been a dominant team in Alabama, but they've never really had a chance to compete nationally in the national tournament in Division I over the past few years. So.
Daniel Head, always great talking with you. We hadn't conversed since last year, so I wanted to get you on the air so we could find out the latest in regards to Coastal. Great job. Love the Coyote logo and how that has transferred into a great athletic look. And we'll talk again during the course of the season.
That's great, Robert. We're proud of it, and thanks again for all you do for us. It's a great partnership that we have with JockJive, and just do a first class job, and we're proud to be able to have partnered with you guys and have this relationship.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, have a great evening.
You too. Welcome back. It is halftime, and at the half, the advantage used by 2, and it belongs to Coastal Alabama South. First game of 2. One more game to come, and that ball game is slated for a 20 minutes after this one starts. Technically a 7 o'clock start. Working on a little technical issue, by the way. That's why we've got a little pause in action. I do notice that there is not a whole lot of difference in my audio and crowd audio. So my apologies. I'm not sure what that issue is. Well, now I do know. I've done a little research. I'm an IT guy, too, in addition to moving the camera, the graphics, and taking care of scoring a little play-by-play. Maybe that has got our issue solved. And we're about to start second half action. We can get second half action underway. And welcome aboard. My apologies for audio issues in the first half. I now know what they were. And, Daniel Hand today gave me a new term. And I can't remember. I just remember it was picnic. I'm not sure what the letters in picnic, what they represent, the acronyms. But it basically was operator-itis. Isn't that always the way it is with the computer and an issue? I mean, you want to be able to blame it on the computer and go, this darn computer doing something wrong. Well, when I went to the specifics, got into the guts, the innards of our software, it was not a issue with the computer. It was an issue with the computer operator. Darn it, my apologies. Sound should be better in half number 2. I tell folks that's why I don't jump on officials for the mistakes they make. I've done about 10,000 games, literally 10,000 games, and there's not been a single mistake-free one, including tonight, obviously. Into the corner it goes to Goodman. Drives to near the elbow. Shoots with 2 on the shot clock, had to get rid of it. Hit the side of the backboard, shot clock violation. And it will belong to Coastal South. Well, here's the good news about the audio snafu. I did think it was in the mixer, and I'm like, well, you know what? I didn't like this mixer to begin with. Darn mixer. Well, it wasn't the mixer. So I get to keep it. Drive to the glass. Coleman shot no good. Then a swat at it on the second try, and Hall is going to pick up the foul. And Coleman will go to the stripe and shoot. Meanwhile, checking into the lineup is Watts. In a 34-32 game. Biggest lead in the contest, half number 1, was an 8-point Coastal North lead, 15-7. That was just prior to a Coastal South timeout. Cedric Gelding asked for the break. Gets it, comes out, and scores 10 straight. And the current 3-point lead for Coastal South is their largest of the contest. Down low, off the window, glass and rim, but 2 for Thomas. Inside 8 to play, quarter number 3. Feed goes down low, shifting to the left hand is Mays. Mays with a miss. Goodman's got it. And North with a chance to take the lead. Murph short. Slot on the board, turns around, tries to bank it off the window. There is a walk by Slaughter. And South will have it. And great to have you watching tonight's coverage, wherever you are watching coverage from, including possibly a seeing audience on YouTube. Hey, thanks for watching on YouTube. Love to have you as a subscriber to the YouTube channel. Coleman with a miss, gives over to Arnold. Back over and goes to Howell, short on the 2 try. Underneath, picked up, Mays fouled. Bucket counts. I thought that was the indication. But nope, apparently that was not the indication. Stays a 1-point game. Short on the shot by Howell. It is retrieved by Thomas. Murph's got it going to the other end of the floor. She'll bank it off the window. North taking the lead back. Just inside the arc, the long 2 will not drop for House. Goodman's got it, going the other way. House gets spun around to the glass. Goodman the miss, House the foul. First of a couple of games tonight. We've got Southwest Mississippi in town to take on Coastal North in men's basketball. That's slated for a 7 o'clock start. And it might get underway around 7 o'clock. As heading to the stripe to shoot is Goodman. Top scorer for this Coastal North team. Oh, by the way, I was talking about subscribing to our YouTube channel. You do that, you get the alerts when we create the link and when the link goes active. Plus, you get some stuff that other folks don't. Got a conversation with Rob Manchester, Georgia Military's coach, about this weekend's game with Lackawanna. Not going to find that anywhere else except YouTube. And that halftime conversation with Daniel Head. It's only at halftime or any time on YouTube. It's away from Betts. Goodman's got it. Heads to the other end of the floor. Feeds down low off the glass two for Thomas. That's got to be a wall. Yeah. That's a Shante Monday with a little more than a travel. Is there a more blatant foul than a travel? I mean, there's a walk and then there's just a journey. So it took a bunch of steps and included a hop in there. Fed down low. Watts. Shot no good. Monday with a rebound. Watts trying to take it away. And that is tipped out of bounds by Murph. 5:48 to play, quarter number 3, game number 1 of 2 tonight from Monroeville. Our weekend basketball from Georgia. Our weekend football from North Alabama. Missed by Burgess. Thomas with it. Didn't start the game, but boy, she is going to rack up the rebound totals. Watts with a miss from long range too. It is tipped out and travels out of bounds. In play to Murph. Make that Monday. Murph's the young lady who wears 1 for North. For South, it is Monday. Spin move by Holmes. And Holmes eventually grabs a chair. The ball goes out, having last touched her. From the baseline, put in play to Murph. Over goes to Key, opposite side of the floor. Watts with it. And you got a 2-shot foul. Watts bringing it into the paint, drawing the foul. And it'll be Watts shooting. Watts, the sophomore, averaging about 2 per contest. Has played in all 4 games this year. As a matter of fact, almost everybody on the roster has been in every game. There are 2 exceptions. Eve Dees has not played in a game, and Kayla York has played in 2. Otherwise, everybody for Coastal North has been on the floor at some point in every contest. Rebound grab by Goodman. Got it, top of the key in a 4-point contest. A little better than halfway through the third. Over goes to Key, topside give to Goodman. Brings it left side, right hand off the glass. Holmes to the other end of the floor. She'll bank it off the window, draw the Goodman foul. So Goodman with a personal. And our free throws on the other end of the floor, followed by free throws on this end. Coastal North averaging 57 points a game. Coastal South 62. Both with a shot to get to their per game average. A better shot for North though. 230 points scored on the year for North, 206 allowed. Meanwhile, 124 scored and 108 allowed for Coastal South. Got to travel. North with it back. Monday working it down the floor. Monroeville, Alabama on a Wednesday night. That is simply lost and lost into the hands of Thomas. Thomas just in the right place at the right time. Over to Goodman. Got him top of the key, looks to the sidelines for instructions. Andy Armstrong pacing the sidelines. Watts into the paint, shifts to the right hand, off the glass. Rebounded by Betts. From the charity stripe, it is rattled in by Monday. And we are knotted up at 39. Murph getting away from the pressure. Takes it court in to court end. And Murph slow getting up. And at least at the moment, not getting up. Murph in some pain. Here's the good news. Based on the pushing of the toes, that typically is a sign of calves or some other muscle cramping. So let's hope that that's all that is. Yep, looking pretty good now that she is over to the sidelines. So you kind of anticipate Murph getting back into the ball game, and probably soon. They need her. In a 41-39 game. Monday over to Burgess. Burgess driving it down low, trying to do the circus underneath the arm, the defensive Key. And then Key will commit the foul. And Burgess will go to the strike. .317 left in quarter number 3, 41-39. North lead. North Coyotes trying to take 2 out of 2 this year. Between a couple of teams that are basically within the realm of the same campus. All Coastals. But they are not conference foes. Coastal North Division 2, Coastal South Division 1. Got the steal by Mays, fed over to Burgess, and Burgess giving the lead back to South. And then thrown away by Goodman. A little too tall with the toss to Ross. And South with a chance to make it a 3-point, maybe even a 4-point, depending on from where you shoot. Their largest lead in the game has been 3. Burgess, the jumper good, the lead 3 matches their biggest of the game. Talk about a back and forth game though. Nobody's had a double-digit lead. Sits on the rim, drops in, back to a 1-point game. Fed down low to Mays. Mays trying to create a little separation, and Key will commit the personal. She did not like the call. And that will put Mays at the stripe. Two and some change left in the third. Mays averaging 4 points a game, a 66% free throw shooter, on the second best free throw shooting team in the conference. Coastal South hit 76% of their free throws. Given out to Ross. Nearly taken away on the toss to Goodman. Somebody ran out of their shoes. There's a shoe sitting right in midcourt. And there's that somebody, Goodman. I didn't have time to worry about the sneakers. She had some basketball to play. So she'll be given an opportunity to lace them up before we resume play. Over it goes to Slaughter, leans in for two. We're tied at 45. A little too strong with a shot from Johnson. Make that Howell. Thomas with it. Looked uncomfortable bringing it down. Back pocket pick by Burgess. Turns, goes to the other end, breaks the tie. It's a 47-45 game. Off the glass for Goodman. Well, I don't think they actually gave 2 points, just one to Coastal North off the Goodman bucket. It was a 47-45 game. We are tied into the scoreboard here. And only 1 point showed up on the bucket. I think it is actually a 49-47 game. We'll see if they make adjustments going into the fourth. Slaughter. And the scoreboard is going to indicate 49-48, but again, I really think there is an additional Coyote North point that ought to be on the board. Unless there was an adjustment for a mistake somewhere else. Fed over to Slaughter, perimeter two, no good. Board grabbed by Agee. And with 5 seconds showing on the third quarter clock, headed into the fourth, South will have to bring the distance, and I would assume about midcourt somebody's going to heave it towards the hoop. I'm going to get a better shot than I thought. Wasn't a bad look in 5 seconds. We are done with three. Headed to the fourth in a three-point game.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master electrical and mechanical skills, process controls, hydraulics and pneumatics, and land a job that can take you anywhere. Start your path to a career that pays. Discover electrical and instrumentation technology at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Well, I'm thinking that conversation there at the scorer's table. And there, yeah, we have seen an additional point put on the board. I thought there was another North point. So it's a 51-49 game versus a 51-48 contest. So a couple of points instead of three separating these 2, would it be litters of coyotes? I think that's what we call canine litters. Fourth quarter action underway. 3 no good from Howell. Murph, who's back into the game, had it, lost it, and there's a foul committed. Well, and there's another player coming out of her shoes. This time it is McKaylin Holmes. Well, they've added a point to South again. It's back to 3. And it's a 52-49 game. Okay. I know they've discussed it. I'm sure it is accurate. Thomas misses from down low. Three-pointer en route. Three-pointer good from Burgess. Biggest lead of the game for Coastal South. Got a foul committed and a little chatter. A little discontentment. A little dicey on the floor. And the officials have yet to indicate who committed what. I don't think we're going to get anything based on the little temperament. Well, we might be. I think I just saw the technical called, and that's what we've got. A technical foul. And that is going to be called on Thomas. Right there in front of the water cooler, and she is not particularly happy about the fact on the other end of the floor, shooting the technicals, is Holmes. Slaughter back into the game. And Thomas stepping back onto the floor as well. She's gone to the water cooler. And now she has stepped back onto the hardwood. Technical gives possession of the basketball to South. After the points and a 7-point lead, nearly as large a lead as we have seen in the game. Biggest lead was 8, it's currently 7. Over it goes to Mays. Mays with a miss. Loose ball. Able to get rid of it out to Agee. And eventually to Betts. And Raven Hall going to commit the foul. Nyla Mays shooting. Again, a very good free throw shooting team. South trying to win their second in a row. North trying to make it 2 straight. Outside of the arc, 3-pointer. That was a key 3 for Tajay Young. Out front it goes to Holmes. Pulls back at the elbow, shoots over Murph. No good, and Young with it. So Young gets some quality minutes, the 3 on the board. Over to Goodman. Long 2, just a little bit short from Slaughter. And that will go out of bounds off of Mays. It will still be Coastal North possession. 5-point game and was 8. Both teams have had an 8-point lead in the contest. Most recently, Coastal South. Over goes to Murph. Thought about the three. Puts it on the floor and drives. Drops it in for two. And with plenty of time, back to a one-possession game. Hand check by Young. So the Young foul. It'll be brought in for the near sidelines. Mays putting it in play. Feeds it down low. Coleman. She'll walk. Back over it goes to the Coyotes from Coastal North with a chance to tie it or get it to within one. Top of the key, Murph. Over it goes to Goodman. Feeds into the corner. Slaughter thought about the long two, wants the short two. Able to get rid of it. Ross, top side, Murph. Fires down low, Slaughter. Back it goes to Murph. Ross open for the three. Too strong. Fed into the paint. House. Able to get it to Mays, and then the foul committed. Murph committing the personal. I checked that. That is going to be Hall on the personal. And it is the personal that's got Mays shooting. ACCC volleyball. Make that baseball. Make that basketball. Yes, okay, let's see. The larger orange ball. That's basketball. Lord have mercy. It took us through all kinds of sports to get us to basketball on this Wednesday evening here in Monroeville. Loose ball, battle to get it back. Slaughter right in the thick of things, and so too is Howell. Jump ball, and the possession arrow gives it back to Sal. But it is ACCC women's basketball we've got for you here on JockJive tonight. First of a couple of games, Southwest Mississippi and Coastal North's men tip their game off 20 minutes after this one wraps up. Somewhere around 7. And a foul called on Key. Mays able to lean in and draw the foul, or actually that was Hall. It is Key coming in. And Mays will shoot. And we got what we want. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left to play. Starting tomorrow, we produce championship soccer for the Gulf South Conference and the South Atlantic Conference. I believe both of those can be viewed on Flow Sports. Murph has it blocked. Howell got a piece of it. Ross with it. Over it goes to Key. Back over to Ross. Into the corner, Slaughter. Straddling the three-point line. Fed down to Key. Back over to Ross. Murph's got it way out front. Short on the three-point try. House grabbing the board. Two-point jumper from Arnold. Follow-up is good. That is Mays with a board and the two. Murph giving it over to Goodman. A 7-point Coastal South lead, trying to avenge a loss on Friday. 5 days ago on this very same floor. And of course, Coastal South can't yet play on their home floor. Having some renovations done, should be complete by the 1st of December. Over to Murph. 3 ball, 2 strong, House with it. Howell picking up the dribble, out it goes to House. House top of the key, feeds over to Coleman. Coleman pulls up from outside of the paint, short on the shot. Key's got it, tries to rip it away from Coleman, and they both wind up on the floor. Key going to the other end of the floor. While on this end, it is put in play. Merv can't get it on the 2. Rebounded by Monday. From out front, Monday, short on the 3 try. And that will belong to Goodman, I think, because Holmes had actually stepped off the floor to come back in. In play to Ross, back over to Goodman. Time not a factor yet, but it's not that far away from becoming a friend or a foe. Over to Murph, shoots the 3 ball. Too strong. It is snagged by Holmes. Out of the corner comes Monday. Here comes Watts to the scorer's table, set to check in. From underneath, got the underneath of the backboard, able to come in and take it away was Howell, and Howell will draw the foul. That is Thomas committing the personal that puts Howell at the stripe. .302 to go in the game. 5-point game, but Howell trying to change that, extend the lead. She is a 75% free throw shooter. Next outing for both of these teams is against Delgado. Coastal North will host Delgado on Monday. And Coastal South will go to Delgado on the 18th. So 10 days off for South. No good for Goodman. Board belongs to Holmes. Fed over to Monday. Monday short on the shot. And it is Watts coming down with the rebound, and Watts checking on Holmes, from whom she just ripped that hard ball away from. Both coming out with smiles. That's good. Holmes going, darn, you got some strength, Watson. Watts, I didn't mean to do that. Missed by Mays. Got it back. It'll turn into a 2-shot foul. Thomas picking up the personal. She'll come out of the game, and Taisha Slaughter back in. Coastal South in the second half has spent a lot of time at the stripe. Last time these two teams met, Coastal South was led by Denver Arnold with 10. Stolen away. Burgess with a miss from long range. Holmes the miss. Loose ball, Murph's got it. Watts open on the other end of the floor, and she will draw the foul. And Coastal North was led by Tiffany Goodman's 14. Ashante Thomas, top rebounder for North that day with 14. And Coastal South's top on the boards was Sheree Coleman with 10. In a game that on that particular day wound up 53-43 Coastal North. And it was a big fourth quarter, a 22-13 fourth quarter for Coastal North that won it. We near the 2-minute mark. South trying to run their offense and run some time off the clock. Howell came out and got a piece of it. And a battle in the paint. Jump ball, possession arrows got us going to the other end of the floor. So Howell and Slaughter tying up, trying to gain possession of the basketball. The jump ball giving it to Coastal North. There is a timeout on the floor with 1:43 to play.
Discover pastry baking at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Five-point game with 1:48 left. North in possession of the basketball. Big possession. Not a must score, but close. Slaughter giving it over to Goodman. Goodman, the leading scorer. If you wanted the ball hands of somebody, you like it in the hands of Goodman. There's the two. That is Watts. A 4-point game, nearly taken away by Slaughter. Nearly taken away by Murph. And a timeout on the floor, asked for by Cedric Yelding. Did not like that sequence of events. And asked for time with 1:11 left to play.
You're organized, driven, focused, ready to create the life of luxury in the most beautiful and unique locations, locally and around the world. Discover hospitality management at Coastal Alabama Community College.
A minute 11 left to play in the basketball game. Cedric Yeldon calling the timeout in his second year. And Coastal Alabama South, Linda Pitts calling it quits from a retirement perspective, not just, bailing, but have been coaching for a while. Was tired prior to the start of last year, yielding a winning mark a year ago. Got his team to Huntsville, Alabama. Side of the conference tournament. So a successful first year for Yeldon in his sophomore season. As Burgess misses on the three. And that's not what Yeldon wanted. He wanted some time, run off the clock, and a higher percentage shot. In play to Watts. Back over to Goodman. That is stolen away by Howell. She'll take it to the glass, misfire, and Murph's got it. And she'll be stripped to the round ball. And it will go out of bounds off Murph. Coleman back over to House. It is a one-possession game with half a minute to play. Tipped away by Slaughter. Coleman able to get it back. Over to Howell. She'll put up the long two. It's not long enough. Put back good. Two-possession game. Huge bucket for Mays. And then the steal by Howell. To the glass, the easy lay-in. The lead goes to 7. Murph. 3-ball try missing. And we've got 0.7 seconds remaining, but the ladies were already walking onto the floor to do the high and low 5 thing, but they are told, hey, wait, do that now. As this one goes final. And South gets revenge, knocking off North. 67-60 in this second meeting of the two. So the first of two on a Wednesday night from Monroeville, Alabama over. As Coastal South will win it. Game number 2 features the men of Southwest Mississippi and the men of Coastal North. That will happen in approximately 20 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in 20. For the Bears and the Coyotes here on JockJive. For all the folks with Coastal Alabama and JJ, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.